Who knew there was a Christian flag? Although the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms enshrines values that would be familiar to Americans, including freedom of religion and belief, Canada has no constitutional establishment clause. Celebrating Easter week in Mount Pearl and other nearby cities in Newfoundland, members and clergy of the Anglican St. Stephen of the Martyr Church raised a Christian flag in front of their government offices. While the reaction among locals was more subdued than it would have been in the U.S., a few Canadians did consider the flag inappropriate. Ms. Jerry Rogers, representative for the City of St. John's in Newfoundland legislature, reported complaints from their constituents, not about the intermingling of church and state, but about the specific doctrines represented by the flag, including opposition to gay marriage and women's rights. Both the pastor of St. Stephen's and Newfoundland's premier asserted that neither the Anglican Church nor the flag itself is anti-anything, although the website of the Anglican Network in Canada demonstrates that the Church is opposed not only to any non-Christian way of thinking, but also to Christian sects who disagree with them. To the credit of its leadership, the Anglican Church in Canada appears poised to change its official policy to embrace same-sex marriage. The flags were quickly taken down in response to the complaints. Jesus saves, but you have to work with him. In early 2013, Donald Lafferty, a member of the Bloomfield, Missouri School Board and pastor of Beech Grove Church, hired two of his parishioners, Chris and Brandy Hicks, to burn his house down with his wife in it, promising them a bonus if she were to die in the fire. The plan was for Lafferty to drug his wife, leave her in the house, and head to the local pizza place to establish an alibi. The Hicks would take care of the rest. The missus was unconscious on a living room sofa when they poured gasoline around the house and set the place alight. But Lafferty had miscalculated the dosage. His wife woke up in time to escape the fire without injury. Proving that miracles do occur, in spite of the obvious arson, the case was closed, only to be reopened when the pastor went so far that even Jesus couldn't help him, spending the remainder of 2013 defrauding his 89-year-old mother of some $86,000. When a relative complained to the police, the county prosecutor's office reopened the arson case. Earlier this year, 71-year-old Lafferty was sentenced to 50 years in prison. The Hicks have been charged with arson and attempted murder, but there are no reports available to indicate the progress of their respective trials. Bristol's board. Bristol Palin, the never-married mother of two and champion of abstinence-only education, and the eldest daughter of former Alaska governor and frequent participant in drunken brawls, Sarah Palin regularly uses her blog to say silly things. Among the most recent jibber-jabber to spew from her keyboard is her opinion that students who force their Christian beliefs on unwilling ears, including those of their fellow students who happen to be atheists, is part of the good fight. The blog post is in reference to a recent issue at a public school in Hollister, Missouri, where the religious youth group, CLIFE, has been conducting open prayer and religious forums on school grounds in the lunchroom during lunch period, under the supervision of a local pastor, Robert Bruce. When the Freedom from Religion Foundation learned of this violation of separation standards, they sent a cease and desist letter, which the school district has, to this point, ignored. Wrote Palin, "As parents, we pray our children will take our faith and make it their own. We instill in them the building blocks of a relationship with Jesus and hope they will have the boldness to carry it through their lives." A few children in Hollister, Missouri, recently made their parents very proud. She continued, to the students in Hollister, "You are what our country needs. Continue your hard work, stand strong together, and don't allow yourselves to become discouraged. You are fighting a hard battle, but one that has value beyond measure.